Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to wake up. Everybody looks like they're well fed and had some coffee and some juice this morning. So we've got a really busy agenda this morning. So we want to just start just a few minutes early to kind of get rolling with this. So first of all, I'm going to have Pastor Andrew Plook from Faith Christian Family Church come on up here and do our invocation.
Morning, welcome. Let's pray. Father, we're so grateful for today. We thank you for the sunshine, and we thank you for all the wonderful people that are here, Lord, business owners and leaders in our community. We just want to take a moment to pray for the Egypt air flight that went missing, Lord, for the families and the authorities working on that. Let your hand be upon that situation. Lord God, we pray for this morning, Lord, that your hand would be upon our city, Lord, that you would give us wisdom in business and wisdom in government. We're so grateful for you. Bless this food. We give you all the glory in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you, Andrew. Okay, some announcements. Just a reminder, annual fireworks show will be on the holiday, Monday, July 4th at Roland Warner Middle School. You can help us raise funds for the event by stopping in at Milnes Ford of Lapeer during regular business hours between now and June the 30th. You just simply take a test drive of any vehicle of your choice, and they will donate $10 for every test drive to the Fireworks Fund. And for doing that, you would have your choice of a $10 gift card from Walmart, or a $10 gas card, or an oil change, which is 5 quarts, filter, air filter, and so on. So for just stopping in and doing that quick test drive, and it is not going to be a high-pressure, big badgering sales pitch. They're doing this. They've been a supporter of the fireworks for several years now. So if you think about it, you can just stop in and take a test drive, and you get $10, or you get an oil change, which, you know, that's a pretty significant value, and it will help to fund the fireworks. A lot of people don't realize that the Chamber raises the funds for the fireworks. It's not city taxes or grants or any of that kind of thing. So if we want fireworks, we got to raise money. And then Lapeer Days planning has begun. We just got confirmation yesterday. Our Friday night headliner, which Friday night is country music, is Danielle Bradbury. She was a winner, started out on The Voice, very young. So she is going to be our headliner for Friday night. She'll be on main stage at 10:30, and we're still in the process of booking other entertainment and headliners, and we'll be posting those things to the festival website as they occur. I'm very excited to announce that we are bringing the Miss Lapeer Days pageant back downtown to the Pix Theater, and Jill Lyons, God bless her, and Jennifer Martin from Martin Law Firm, they are going to be taking over orchestrating and managing the pageant, and yours truly will help wherever they need me. When they say go there and do that, I'll say okay. So we're very excited to be able to bring it back downtown to the Pix. Again, it's been a couple years, and so it was time. We're happy to do this. So, and I want to just thank Jill and Jennifer Martin from Martin Law Firm. And we are excited to, and I believe I announced this last time, that Hurley Medical Center is signed on as another major sponsor. So we have two who we are very grateful and appreciative of, View Newspaper Group and Hurley Medical Center. So we are still working on raising funds and booking vendors and whatnot. Is going very well. Lots of interest this year. So I think, again, it's going to be another great festival. Our next Network at Noon event will be June 1st at Buffalo Wild Wings. You'll be getting reminders of that information, and you can also, on our emails, if you look at the bottom of the email, there's a text message option, so you can just receive a text message on your phone for reminders of events that are coming up. So that will be at Buffalo Wild Wings June 1st at noon. And then our next after-hour mixer will be held June 16th at Louis Sports Tavern. Weather permitting, we'll be out on the beautiful patio, which is always very nice in the summer. Matter of fact, we always book Louis and Lincoln in the summer so we can be outside. So, because everybody loves it. It's great. So that, and let's see, some of you may have received your emails. We talked about some Google landing pages that we were creating for members, and it's a long process. It's time consuming, but we do have quite a few of those done, and we have started emailing those out with that link to your Google landing page, and we encourage everyone, when you get that, to share that link with your clients, your customers, your family, friends. The more hits on that link, the higher that your Google landing page will be in the search engine. So, and we're always looking for new ambassadors at the Chamber. So we encourage people to get involved. Our ambassadors, you're always, at various events. And so you have first opportunity to get your company name out there and meet other business members at all of the different events that we have going on in the community. So just some things that we wanted to touch base on this morning with announcements. So our first sponsor today is Desiree Lundrigan from our own Mott Community College. Come on up here, Des.
Good morning. Wake up, Lapeer. This was an early morning for me. My dog woke me up at 4 o'clock this morning, so hence, eyes are a little sleepy. So, like Emily, I was going to do a PowerPoint, and then I'm like, no, I'm just going to get up here and talk. So I'm going to kind of have a little chat with you and just highlight some things that have been happening at the college. First of all, in the fall, Lapeer Community Schools is going to be starting an early college program. And for those of you that don't know what early college is, it's introducing college to high school students. In this particular program, they go it's a 5-year program. They go an extra year, and when they graduate, they have their high school diploma plus an associate's degree, all paid for by the school. So it's a wonderful opportunity. It's the perfect connection. For many years, we thought, how do you connect higher ed with K-12? Dual enrollment, early colleges are the way. It's the best. So I wish I had that opportunity. Second of all, Mott College had 4 students that received Student Production Awards for Excellence by the National Academy of Television and Arts. The Michigan chapter, these winners were announced on April 30th. There's Guy Courts from Davison, Wade from Longdyke from Davison, Anthony Snyder from Flint, and Sean Reed from Flint. These entries were judged by working industry professionals. The awards are a true industry litmus test for our students as they pursue their careers in working in television, radio, and media production. It's a boy, it's a girl, no, it's a baby sim. Mott Community College is the proud parent of two new additions to our family. It's a baby sim that can be male or female, and it's mum a sim. This simulation is just awesome for our healthcare students. It actually simulates the birth process. Just amazing. So along with that, we collected diapers as a service project. So 2 win-wins there, wins for our students and wins for the community. I'd also like to mention that on April 30th, we held our graduation, and there were approximately 600 students attending that event. It was a long afternoon, but it could have been longer because we have actually 1,670 students that could have participated in that event. I would have had to take a blanket and a pillow, thank you very much. But it's so awesome seeing students start at Mott and finish at Mott because it's an incredible institution. We also had some really wonderful top achievers, and I have to talk about this one briefly. Amber Thompson of Flint, she won the Paul Braun Award. Awesome young woman. She dropped out of school as a freshman in high school, was homeless for a couple of years, and she's probably not more than 27, in her early 20s maybe, and found her pathway, got her life in order, graduated at the top of her class, was an outstanding speaker, outstanding. She spoke, Senator Gary Peters was the keynote speaker. She just rocked. That's all I can say. And she's going on to a university, I believe it's Kansas, and will be getting her bachelor's and doctorate in physics or mathematics. that gives you an indication of how bright this young woman is. So with that said, lots of good things happening here at Mott. Also, I have to let you know briefly that Mott is seeking a millage renewal. Those of you that live in Genesee County, it's just a renewal, doesn't add to your taxes. It is much needed to sustain our buildings and programs. And finally, this year, there are, as always, we have a number of folks that are retiring. And we have a couple that are retiring with a combined seniority of 74 years. Pretty awesome, right? 2 people, 74 years. We think it's a record for the institution and maybe the area. And those 2 people are my husband, Paul Lundrigan, who is a professor at Mott in the business division. He has been there 42 years. And myself, I've been here 32 years. It's been an awesome career. I've had the opportunity of being a part of this community. You are awesome. You've adopted me as one of your own. So on June 30th, which will be my last day, I just want to take this opportunity to thank you all for being so great and allowing me the opportunity to participate in so many things in this community. So thank you. You're going to make me cry.
I know, I'm going to cry too. You have embraced this community from the time you came here to Mott and have done so much. You've embraced it in so many ways. Rotary and Kiwanis and being here for the Chamber for all these years to give us this place to come together and to network and for our Citizen of the Year awards. I mean, you and your staff have gone above and beyond, and you've embraced Lapeer like it's your own hometown. So, on behalf of the Chamber Board of Directors and the staff, we want to award this to you, Desiree Lundrigan, with gratitude and appreciation for your years of dedication to the Lapeer Area Chamber of Commerce and our community as a whole. We can't thank you.
Thank you.
We're going to miss you. You are leaving a tremendous legacy. I should have wore waterproof this morning.
I really did not see this coming because I just feel like I've been really blessed to work for an institution that has provided me with lots of opportunities along the way. I started out as a gatekeeper, registration clerk, and as my career progressed, I was afforded the opportunity to become a site manager, launched the Northern Tier campus, which is doing really well, and then had the opportunity to come out here and work with you folks. Couldn't do it without my awesome staff, I have to say. Connie Galackery, Chris Hibben, Julie Simmons, Carol and Sarah, Officer Sadu, wherever she's at. Really blessed to have this staff. They're here. They represent the belief that I have that customers come first and we treat everyone like we want to be treated, and that is with respect. So I'm not going far away, but I guess it's time. Who knows? I talked to 2 people this week that retired once and are back out working again. Maybe Des will come back reinvented in some other way. I'm not sure, but again, I'm so thankful, so very thankful. Again, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, our next sponsor is Bob Milne from Acorn Lodge of Lapeer.
Oh, thank you.
It's on.
Okay, so I put this on here just for the heck of it. It's got nothing to do with our place. Success is not just a measure of how big you can dream, it's a measure of how much you can do. How about that one? All right, let's see if I know how to work this thing. I guess I don't. There. 7 miles northwest of Lapeer. The road takes you through a tunnel of trees, back into the woods of Oregon Township, up a driveway to the serenity of a secluded place, Acorn Lodge. This place is available for if you're a realtor and you've got a family that needs to move here, needs a place for a month or two, that kind of thing. We'll take you through the place. The entrance has a nice warm greeting. Come on in. Oh yeah, take a turn into the living room. It's got a high ceiling there and a fire log. It comes on with a push of a button that says right there. Let's see. This is an old canoe from the Adirondacks, which was turned into a little shelf like that. It was actually supplying a canoe up to the islands. Here is the kitchen, which is kind of spacious and warm, complete with a convection oven and range. And how can you go wrong? Well, I could, because I can't cook. That's a different story. Expect the deer to come up to you in the breakfast nook, because they do. Oh yeah, or the turkeys. You probably can't see them from there, because I can barely see them from here, because that's what turkeys do. The breakfast sitting room is off to the side, right over there in the kitchen, and you'll like this coffee table because it raises right up like that. And I wrote on there, and it rises to bring you your laptop, your coffees, and all the donuts you're not supposed to be eating right now. There they are. Okay, oh my goodness, yeah, that picture is hanging in there of this tiger. A friend of ours took this picture, and somehow he's still alive. Let's go upstairs in this place, and that's the view from the loft up there. There's a little day bed right on the loft. You can lie down, read your book, take a quick nap. One of the cozy bedrooms. I call it either the weary traveler room or this one right here, the quiet shadows room. And you can look. The view out the back from here is just right out into the woods. The woods goes back 1,800 feet to the river. There's a nice walk that goes back there. Oh, let's go back downstairs right here. And go through the living room again and into the master bedroom, which is pretty comfy. And it opens up onto a deck out there where there's a hot tub. Wow. It has a jacuzzi in the master bedroom there and in the bathroom. And hey, we put in towel warmers. How about it? We thought if people are going to come to our place, let's do this right. So, the shaving mirror, you guys, a lighted shaving mirror. Okay, let's go out the back door. We got this from a local craftsman, that little log hat rack. And when there's the laundry equipment on the way out the back door. There's the view of the place from the back. And now we're going to walk down to the river, and our place is right on Stanley Road. This is next door to where I live in Linden. We bought our neighbor's house and turned it into this. And then there's us, and then there's our very good neighbor, Mike Sharkey. So the three of us are all in a row. And Mike has created this river walk. Look at that. And it's the stuff that picture books are made of. I wrote here, take your time. It's easy to spend the whole day down here. There's beavers. And we're going to be putting some benches along there. Benches that don't float. and it's so it's a good place to hang out. Come back from your walk, go over to the fire circle, tell some stories, listen to the owls, watch the embers glow. And we're having a grand opening. I think I mentioned that already on June the 8th. And there's a sheet about that in those little bags that we gave you. And thank you from your host, Bob and Linda Milne. She's sitting right over there. And we appreciate very much this opportunity to talk to you. Thank you.
Inside of your main guest bags, each of you have a little gift bag from Bob and Linda with some information. A beautiful, beautiful setting. Also for executive retreats. Yes. Corporations, if you have executives coming in from other parts of the country or the world, this is a great alternative to, being in a hotel. Perfect if they bring up, family members for extended stays. It's really a beautiful place. And we'll get more information out as a reminder for the open house, and that'll be coming out via email and so on, so we'll get some reminders and details to you. Okay, our next sponsor, Kim Hebert from United Way of Lapeer. Where's Kim? There she is.
Hi, my name is Kim Hibbard, and I'm the Executive Director with United Way of Lapeer County, and I don't have a PowerPoint. I'm just here to talk to you for a few minutes. We have our first annual golf outing, June 13th. It's a Monday. The flyers are in your bag. They look like that. If you enjoy golf and you want to come out and have a fun day, please join us. There's still opportunity for sponsors or golfers. One thing I wanted to let you know, though, that all the proceeds that we have from the event will stay right here in Lapeer County, and they are going to go toward education, income, and health to increase the common good in Lapeer County and help us build a stronger community. Thanks.
Okay, our next sponsor, Gary Tong from GTA Business Systems. There he is. Come on up here, Gary. A face you don't often see at Wake Up Lapeer, so this is a banner day.
Good morning. Thank you very much. That was a good breakfast this morning, wasn't it? Thanks for coming out. We know nothing makes 3 minutes go by faster than a stimulating conversation about computers and IT. GTA Business Systems has been a business since 1990, and we've had a lot of transitions in our business. We started out back in the days of typewriters and fax machines and copiers, and believe it or not, I still have an IBM Selectric sitting on a shelf in my office somewhere. But we specialize in on-site IT support for small business, and we call ourselves a mobile on-site IT department for small business. And we travel all over, not just Lapeer County, but surrounding areas, Genesee County, Oakland County, and things like that. One of my goals was to travel extensively when I was younger. I just didn't think it was going to be all throughout Lapeer County. But no, I really enjoy it. We manage about, I'd say about 800 clients a year. I'm just glad they don't call me at once. I've got my son working for me now. He just graduated from Ferris back in December, and he's been a tremendous help. And he's actually has probably taught me a few things that I didn't quite know about IT, and because there's a lot of new upcoming things, and we try to stay current on everything that's out there. But with social media, changes in networks, and changes in PCs, and changes in technology. How many are running Windows 10 yet? Is everybody running Windows 10? Not everybody. Well, Windows 10 is a much more stable operating system, and as long as your software that you're using is compatible with it, Microsoft will be forcing you to do that Windows 10 upgrade very soon. A lot of people are surprised that their Windows is already upgraded. Recently, we had 3 clients this past week that said, hey, we didn't want this Windows 10 upgrade. Why did it happen? Well, Microsoft's really pushing it hard, which a lot of you probably already know. But my office is located right in the corner of Alden and 24. We're inside the Hurley office. There used to be still is Dr. Rajani and Dr. Zemickas' office. But I used to tell people that the reason why I'm in a doctor's office is because I am a computerologist. But yeah, we've been doing this for a long time. And in your bag, we do have a postcard, and it has a lot of the services listed. We take care of viruses, we build computers, we install networks, and we run the cable to get those networks up and running. And we do software upgrades and software support. We take care of a lot of medical offices, dental offices, accounting offices, builders, and a lot of different types of offices, the View newspaper group. And so I wanted to thank everybody for that. And the Chamber of Commerce, that's right, we can take care of their stuff well, too. I didn't forget. I'm just a little nervous. Anyway, I'm Gary Tong with GTA Business Systems. Thanks a lot for coming out. GTA Business Systems is your connection to technology.
Hey, our next sponsor, Dana Gepfrey from Jungshin Therapy. Come on up, ladies.
All right, while he's getting that set up, I just want to say that my first year of college was right here in this building, so this is very roundabout way. It's crazy. I do miss the rainbow bricks, though, because I like color, if you can't tell. So I opened Jungshin Therapy. This is Fran, this is our office manager, and then our speech therapist, Rebecca, who's in the bottom picture right here. We all work together in Flint, and we decided that we had our own vision for a pediatric therapy clinic, and we did not like where we were at, and we wanted to go our own way and make our own road. And Lapeer County does not have a single clinic that focuses just on pediatrics. So my family's in Lapeer. If you know Mike Getfrey, he's my uncle. So it just felt at home, and like I said, I went to college here the first year. So we are on the corner of Pratt and Lapeer in Metamora. There's this old farmhouse. And we officially opened in January, private pay, and now we're getting going.
Wait, don't change it. I want to talk about our brand since we're talking about branding, right? Oh, talking about the branding. We like the train, so we went with the shoe for the physical therapy, the hand for the occupational therapy, and the speech box for the speech. Just so there's a reason for it.
We're very proud of that logo. Okay, this is the inside of our setup. At Function Junction, we provide a safe, fun environment for kids where they get the special focus they deserve. Our therapists help build the right tracks for a healthy and happy child. A lot of places you can call up a PT clinic and say, do you see kids? And they'll say, yeah. But you take them in there, there's all the physical therapy equipment. It's not a safe area for the children. This is just for pediatrics. So we are providing that safe environment for them. We are open Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. by appointment. Physical therapy, you might think, why would a child ever need physical therapy? So physical therapy in the pediatric world focuses on the gross motor skills, which is anything that requires large muscle groups and mobility, walking, and their gait. So they focus on developmental activities. Are they reaching their major milestones? Strengthening, endurance, vestibular balance, motor planning, tone issues, posture, and if there's any need for orthotics or prosthetics. Occupational therapy focuses on the fine motor skills. Can they, how's their handwriting? How can they button? Can they zip? Can they get dressed? Grooming. Sensory processing. We treat a lot of autistic kids. That is our main focus. And sensory processing and sensory integration is a huge part of occupational therapy. Cognition, memory, sequencing, problem solving, splinting needs. I'm also working on becoming a certified hand therapist, so I work on anything with the hands. You don't think about how your hand works until you cut it and you can't use it, and I come in after the surgeon. So mobility again, fine motor skills, like I said, home safety, safety awareness, activity tolerance, and then for speech therapy, a lot of issues, just regular articulation, swallowing difficulties, decreased language skills, ability to express their wants and needs. A lot of autistic kids are nonverbal. And cognition, again, understanding anybody with tracheotomy or on a ventilator, voice disorders, fluency, articulation, feeding, picky eaters. That's kind of where the occupational and speech come together and work on the sensory. Is it a sensory issue, or is it an oral motor? Is it a muscle issue? And then we can also help get communication devices for nonverbal kids to use an iPad or an app to communicate their wants and needs. So I'm going to give this to you.
And we are now currently accepting insurance. Woo! It took a long time to get them all approved, but I think there's one or two that are still waiting on approval for being in network, but as long as we get prior authorization, we're good to go. So just remember us for the kids' needs. We are here to help, and we want to help the kids.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Okay, our next sponsor, Susanna White from the Flint Firebirds. Come on up here. Oh, you got a really nice lanyard in your bags from these folks, so.
Good morning. Thank you for having us. I'm sure the last thing on everybody's mind right now is hockey, because the Red Wings are out of the playoffs and it's warm outside. So I know we don't mind getting out of the rink because it's really cold throughout the season in there. So anyway, we've got a little presentation. So our tagline is Gateway to the NHL. We are the main feeder system of players to the NHL for drafting young players. The CHL is our parent league, the Canadian Hockey League. We are one branch of 3, which develops young players to go to the NHL. Our players' average range in age is 15 to 20. I'm just trying to see where we're at here. And I'm just trying to give you a little background because, there's been a lot of teams going through the newly branded Dort Event Center. And how is this different from the Flint Generals, the Warriors, the previous hockey history that community has hosted for many, many decades. So this is the first time the OHL has had a brand in Genesee County. You're familiar probably with the Saginaw Spirit. They've been around 13 seasons. Our president started that league, started that team back from North Bay. They moved the team to Saginaw. And it has obviously flourished, done very well. It took an old building, rebranded it, and now it's become a major event center. We're following that same path with the Dort, and we hope to bring new events and create that as a new community venue like it was intended to be back when it was built as the IMA. And we've already had new events coming just in this one quick year that we've been in existence as the Dort Federal Event Center. So anyway, back to the OHL and the Flint Firebirds. We have 2 young men on our team that will 99% be drafted by the NHL at the end of June, probably within the top 50. Nicholas Camano and Will Bitton. They're both forwards. They love to score, and they're our top leading point scorers on the team. So we have a remarkable group of young men on our team, and part of that goes into our next slide, which is the community. Without our community supporting our team, we wouldn't be there. Honestly, we need people attending the games, and we understand we ask them to support us. But on the flip side of that, community is important. It's extremely important, and we acknowledge that. That's one of my main roles with the team, is to make sure we're back involved in the community. So in our first season, we were able to raise just about $100,000 back into Genesee County, which is huge. We didn't set a goal. We didn't expect to hit that number. We didn't even set one. We just wanted to make a difference. We wanted to give back. The water crisis came about midway through our season. We did water drives. We had other teams from Canada. We had 2 truckloads of water come from Windsor. We had reached out to the food bank and United Way, and they were like, where are we going to put this water? I'm like, you know what? Forget it. We're going to be a distribution center. So for 2 days, we distributed 80,000 bottles of water. Did we plan on that? No. But was it the right thing to do? Absolutely. The players were out there. We were loading trunks of cars with bottles of water. That's the integrity of this team. We're a community team. We want to be here. We want to give back, and we want to make a difference. So while we want you to come out and have a good time on Friday, Saturday night and support our young men and see future NHLers, we also want you to know on the flip side of that, we're supporting the food bank, Whaley Children's Center, Early Hospital with the trauma unit, and the list goes on and on, United Way. I couldn't even, it just goes on and on and on. So in any case, we are extremely involved in our community. With that said, I know maybe you hadn't heard about the Flint Firebirds until our inaugural season, because we had some PR going on this last year. Some of you may know or not. I do want to thank the View newspaper. They actually covered our entire season. Pretty much every Thursday you could see a recap on what was going on with the Firebirds. Some of it was good, some of it was not so good, but they always stayed clear-minded of it. They never wrote a bad article about the Firebirds in a negative way. They boosted on us when we were on winning streaks, and when good things were coming, Yeah, like we just announced our new GM 2 days ago. We have our head coach announcement coming, and within the next, it could even be today for all I know, the league just calls us and said, we're doing it. So it's all exciting, good stuff. And they have always made a point of bringing out that good things that we're doing as an organization, because it's a community project. It's a community event, and we know Lapeer is big in hockey, and that's why we're here today, because we want to help spread that excitement into Lapeer. And when you see little ones going to their first hockey games, which some of you may have gone to your first Flint Generals game as a child, and now you have that chance to bring your youth into our venue and get them excited about playing hockey, because then they'll be down the street, or wherever it is, Polar Palace, learning how to skate, doing hockey basics and getting onto the Lapeer Storm team. So that's important. That's all part of this project. So with that said, our next season is right around us on our teal. The puck will drop in September. We have 4 preseason games that are happening right around Labor Day. And the season will go in full swing mid to late September. We play 34 home games, 68 game schedule, goes in through mid-March. We're hopeful for a playoff run, so we'll probably go into April next year. With that said, we right now have early bird pricing, which means you can get the best price ever on season tickets. We did this last year. It was a huge success. So you can save $34 per seat, which can pay for your parking, because as a season ticket holder, you'll get discounted parking pricing. And that will end May 31st, which leads me to our next slide, which is the invitation to our open house, which is next Tuesday. So maybe you heard about the owner wanting to, he's invested all this money, millions of dollars into the Doherty Event Center. But maybe you've seen the sign on I-69, nice digital billboard. That was a pretty penny, but it was needed. If you come to our open house, which I would love to see you there, I invite you to come and see. It was a major economic investment in that building. And you can see the player spaces have been completely renovated, locker rooms, workout facilities, the ice inside the arena has been completely cleaned. It's just a whole new look and feel that maybe you haven't had. And Mott has their graduation there. I'm sure they saw the difference from last spring to this spring. Huge difference in the building. So please come and join us. We'll have some players there. Our new GM and coach will be there, all of the management staff. If you want to get your tickets, all you need to do is put out a $50 deposit per seat, and you lock in the pricing and you get all your deals. So come and join us. Don't want to take any more time. Enjoy your landlords. We'd love to see you this fall, and come and interact with the Firebirds. We'd love to have you. Thank you.
Okay, we're getting kind of tight on time here, so we have our member focus, Sally Morey, Sally Sweet Treats, and if you haven't all noticed, she had a nice special sweet treat on your tables, courtesy of Sally.
Thank you, Linda. That was quite a surprise to win that last Wake Up Lapeer, so another opportunity for me to get up here. Most of you know what I do because I've been to several chamber events and in other organizations around the county. I am Sally Morey. I graduated Lapeer West High School, raised my kids in the Lakeville District, and a member of the Kiwanis Club of Lapeer, and I have to say that because otherwise I'm going to get fined if I don't. I'm a licensed rep with Primerica. I'm a member of the Boy Scouts of America, and a member of a Nazarene church in Otter Lake, so I'm a hometown girl. I've been 5 years with this business. The idea came to me in 2010 from a good friend of mine, and it was literally love at first bite. A cake ball is about a golf ball size morsel of, it's been called evil deliciousness. And I'm sure most of you can relate to that. But over the 5 years, I have expanded a little bit. My opening line is specializing in cake balls for every occasion. I've expanded a little bit on that, and that's why I didn't bring cake balls today. I hope that you're not disappointed. I did bring one of the gourmet brownies that I make is a Rocky Road brownie. I also do dessert tables. So rather than just have cake balls for an event or a gift box, it can be a mix. I do gourmet brownies, fruit tarts and fruit bars. I've done pies, simple cake with cake balls all around it. I'm not a great cake decorator. And I've developed over the last 2 years a stand that looks like a wedding cake, but it's completely cake balls. Totally customizable, will hold anywhere from 30 to 250 cake balls, and it's a huge hit. So today, that's kind of what I wanted to share. I wanted to share that I am the cake ball lady, and I know that for a fact I'm in a couple of different people's phones as the cake ball lady, not Sally. So I wanted to share that with you. The next time you're looking for something unique and different for your event or a corporate gift, think of me, because that's what I do. I make your gift or your event memorable, and people will talk about it for months and possibly years down the road. As a chamber member, know that you automatically get 15% off any orders that you place with me. And in talking, connecting with Emily on the tagline, and B&I learned that a tagline was most important, so I always ended with Sally's Sweet Treats, tantalizing taste buds across Lapeer County. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sally. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking, Bob, Linda, this might be you might want to connect with her so you have a little gift packet when your new guests arrive at your beautiful Acorn Lodge.
We were whispering.
Oh, kind of a perfect match. And they're just absolutely beautiful. I mean, I've seen when Sally first started and where she's evolved to, the decorating, I mean, whatever your corporate colors are, she can do it. They're just absolutely beautiful. Various holidays and seasons, she goes with that theme of that holiday season. And they're absolute works of art, not to mention that they're delicious. So, okay, now we have my good friend, Glenn Ream. Come on up here, Glenn, from Vietnam Veterans of America, number 287.
Oh, good morning. First thing on my agenda this morning is thanking the Chamber for doing this flyer for us for Memorial Day Parade, May 30th, 2016. Lineup begins at 10 a.m. sharp. This year, invited speakers Bill Sprague, Art Whalen, Scott Eboy, Need Payne. We also had the commemorative, a lady on the commemorative committee did a search for relatives that are on the Vietnam Stone in Memorial Park. We have sent out 21 letters. As chairman, I had to sign for them. This is an election year, and in respect for this day of honoring our veterans who have given their lives for this country, please do not go out looking for votes on Memorial Day. Last thing I have, there will be a flag retirement ceremony June 14th at 7 p.m., which we will be taking part in at American Legion Post 16. So thank you.
Thank you, Glenn.
One other thing, if your business does not have one of these flyers, if you want to stop by my table, I have some. Support our veterans. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Glenn. Every year since I've been at the Chamber for 10 years, Glenn always has really worked hard to put this Memorial Day Parade together and make sure that it doesn't fall by the wayside and make sure that we're remembering our veterans on that day and honoring them, and he does a fabulous job. So it's my honor to be able to help you, Glenn. Okay, so then we have now Melissa Malcolm from Lapeer District Library. Come on up here, Melissa. You know, a few years ago when the Elf on the Shelf was so popular and everybody had them, I thought, oh, those are so cute. I should have an Elf on the Shelf when my grandson comes over. And I just happened to post something one time on Facebook going, these are really cute. And God bless her. The next day she was in my office with the last Elf on the Shelf admirer. I still have it.
We love those things. There are a couple things I want to tell you today. I could go on and on about the library, but I won't. One thing I want to mention is that Emily was our reporter when I came to Lapeer, and she left us. And I am so glad that she's back. So, you need to know that our library is a really valuable community resource, that my staff is intelligent, talented, service-oriented, and just plain wonderful. So when you come in, you will get great service from all of my staff. If you don't have a library card, you need to get one. We have these brand new fancy-dancy ones that are really cool. With a library card, you can use our online resources, and Reference USA is the big one for business owners and people who work in businesses. It's an online resource, it's important, and Patricia Lucas says so, so you know it's good. Next Thursday, the 26th, 11:30 to 12:30, there's going to be a workshop with one of Reference USA's senior account managers, and it's going to be called How to Research Companies, Industries, and Customers with Reference USA. You can get to that with a library card. If you call the library, you can reserve your seat. And if you can't get to it next week, I know that one of the staff would be happy to offer some type of training again, but it is a wonderful resource for businesses, and I recommend that you come to the training, and if you can't get to that, call the library and see if we can get somebody to do it again for you. So, thank you.
Okay, Emily Barber, Lapeer Kiwanis Club. Come on up here, Emily.
Good morning. My name is Emily Barber of Capella Heating and Air Conditioning. I have the arrows here if you'd like to see the logo. Thank you, Emily. I am also here on behalf of the Kiwanis Club of Lapeer to speak to you about the 15th annual Kiwanis Club of Lapeer String Scramble Golf Classic. And we are unique in that we brand ourselves as the String Scramble. It's an 18-inch piece of string that you can use to keep your score lower. If you're looking to win, I'm sure Pete could probably tell you a little bit more about golf. The only thing I can do is drive a golf cart. I can't drive a club. Our outing is Monday, July 18th at Metamora Golf and Country Club. It's a beautiful course. It's $95 per person. Check-in is at 8:15. Shotguns start at 9:30. We will have hot dogs at the turn as well as an executive lunch dinner. We have sponsorships available. You're able to sponsor the beverage cart each side. Whole sponsorships available. Longest driver closest to the pin available. If you'd like to register, see me or Sally. I don't think you've got any flyers, Bob, but I'm sure they could see you too. Where's Norma? Norma could also tell you about it. I'm trying to find all the Kiwanians in the room so I don't get fined again. Sally, yes? Oh, Nita. Hello, Nita. I'll give you some flyers at the office. But if you're interested in golfing or sponsoring, please let one of us know and we will get you hooked up. Thank you.
It's the season. We just need Mother Nature to cooperate now for all of these community events and especially all of the golf outings and the festivals and those kinds of things that we try to enjoy through our short Michigan summers. Okay, our next nonprofit, Ann Zettel from Teamwork. Come on up here, Annie.
Good morning. I'm Ann Zettel from Lapeer Teamwork Incorporated, and we are a rehabilitation agency. We train individuals with barriers to employment and disabilities for work. Before I go on about that, I'd like to introduce Janine Kaprowski, who's the president of Lapeer Teamwork, Carol Paraso, who is in her second round of being on our board of directors, and Byron Conchu, who's a prospective member. Keep trying. I just want to say that I had a small chemical burn on my eyes yesterday, and I thought that was going to be my challenge for today, but instead I'm making my pitch in front of the View group. 30 seconds. I just want to mention that this looks like a clothesline, and so that connotates many beautiful things for me. So I appreciate that instead of a PowerPoint. One of the things I'd like to talk to you about today is Lapeer Teamwork trains people with disabilities for employment. We have 5 different ways that we do that. That is our mobile work crew that benefits our individuals through custodial work. They learned job skills. Through our retail training, which is our New to You consignment downtown. We also have our employment placement service, which if you're in Lapeer County Parks this year, you will see our individuals in training positions through the park. We also have a budding IT department. And recently, we acquired Growth and Opportunity, which has been rebranded as Go Assembly. And so we have all kinds of opportunities for individuals to learn job skills through different recycling and assembly work. One of the things I'd like to talk to you about in my last 5 seconds is our Donate with a Purpose. So you have a consignment account at New to You. Tell all your friends and family to bring things in. They receive 40% of the sale of his clothing and 75% for antiques, collectibles, vintage, furniture, and sporting goods. This is a fundraiser with virtually no effort except to tell people, please bring your things in to be sold at New to You. Before I go for today, I'd like to thank the Lapeer Police Department. We had some issues last week, and they walked us through it beautifully, and I have to acknowledge that. Thank you very much.
Okay, Benjamin Stalker, our Lapeer County Young Life. Benjamin? Well, we're really tight on time, so.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize
I'll hold this for you.
Awesome. So my name is Benjamin Stalker. I'm with Lapeer County Young Life. Young Life itself is an international ministry organization, and our mission through Young Life is to come alongside middle school and high school students and just help them navigate through this difficult time of life. It's a very confusing time. Middle school especially, you're trying to figure out who you are. And we just position young adult, college, Christian age kids to come alongside these middle school kids to kind of help them get through. We're a nonprofit organization that relies heavily on donations and volunteer work. In your packets, I got one of these things here. It's got information more about who we are. It's got my contact information and a fundraiser we're currently doing through the Swans. So thank you guys for making it out today. And if you have any questions, I'll be here for a little bit.
Thank you.